David Moyes was made well aware of the task he faces to keep Everton in the Premier League last night and move the club forward. The Toffees were beaten 1-0 at home by Aston Villa. David Moyes looked notably shocked or surprised or a face of realisation doing his press conference after the game. This is what he said about the performance.
I didn't think we played that well, but I've got to say, if you look at it, I don't think there was very little in the game. Obviously they took a good chance. They had a couple of chances in the first half. We maybe had one. But I think in the second half we had a couple of bigger chances. They didn't really offer an awful lot in the second half, Aston Villa. And I thought I thought we were right in the game, but ultimately, we couldn't quite score that goal which was required.
Is that the biggest challenge for the second spell, getting your team finding a way to score?
Well, look, all you boys in here and everybody who writes about it and people who watch will know probably more than me. I've had sort of day and a bit maybe with the players if I'm lucky. So, but obviously I could see signs today which we're lacking. We're lacking people to score. We're lacking sometimes a little bit of the players to create the chances. I mean, we probably had 2 or 3 good chances tonight, or half chances if you want to call it that. Certainly. I thought Jesper had a great chance to score with his head, and I thought Dom had a chance at the end as well. But we need to create even more than that. But what you do need, and when the games are really tight and there's very little between the teams on the night, you might need to take your moment, and we didn't quite take our moment tonight.
There you go. The manager did look really gutted, really disappointed, and obviously talked about the lack of goals, which we all know that's the 12th game in 20 now that Everton have failed to score in. And one player who doesn't look like he's going to help with that is Armando Brien. He got injured last week against Peterborough United. This is what David Moyes had to say about an injury update for him.
Well, we think he's going to be out for somewhere between 10 and 12 weeks, we think. So, yes, yeah, ligament ankle, yeah. So it would probably mean that there's a possibility that, and it's not done yet. I'm just saying I'm using the word possibility. They would have to go back to Chelsea because it might use up. We might try and find a way because we can't get loans in as well. We're full. Our loans are full as well.
There you go. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the story breaking today that Chelsea, if Breuer is returned, will expect Everton to pay up sort of like his wages, I guess, for the rest of the season. So there's obviously some negotiation to be done there if Everton are to return him. The manager was then asked about incomings, certainly in the final third. This is what he had to say about that.
Again, you might know more than me because of the PSR, the financial fair play. Again, I do know that we've still got a bit to do, but we'll definitely need to do something. We'll need to find ways and try and act in some way if we can. But in the same breath as, don't think MD would, if it's not going to improve it, we could buy something to make the squad look better and use boys write a few stories for a few days about it. But the truth is, if it's not going to be something which makes the team better, then there's no point in wasting your money. So we have to try and get that option where we think there's somebody who could be better than what we've got.
There you go. Everton on the lookout for new additions. They need them. Ernest Nuamar again mentioned today, but Everton haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. So that needs to be, if that's who they're going for, they need to get that done before Leon decide he's remaining there. Toffees have been linked today with Ben Chilwell and Kei Southern from Chelsea. Neither of them look doable unless Chelsea do terminate the loan of Bruyne. You can only have one player on loan from a club at a time, so therefore Bruyne takes away the opportunity of both of those players. Without that, they look impossible deals. Chilwell's on crazy money and he's never really fit. That wouldn't be great. Kei Southern, yeah, he's a younger player. You'd understand maybe trying to buy him, but I don't know how much they'd want for him. So those look fanciful links right now. And Everton have been linked with Willian, who is a free transfer. He's the 37-year-old, left Fulham. He's obviously one you could get in sort of straight away. If it was a short-term deal to the end of the season, maybe he'd bring something a little bit different to Everton. bit of flair in the attacking third, but are we going for a 37-year-old and a 40-year-old in the same team? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Former Everton striker Tom Cannon looks like he's leaving Leicester City. Everton were linked with a move for him yesterday. I'm not convinced with that one. But if Leicester City do sell Cannon, then Everton would receive a sell-on fee, thought to be between 20 to 25% of his future fee. Different reports going around, but it'd be at least 20%. So, maybe a little bit of money coming in from the sale of Cannon. And finally, Kei Southern, the Everton academy coach who was assisting Paul Tate at the under-21 level, is expected to take charge of the under-18 side for the rest of the season. Obviously, Leighton Baines has been promoted from the under-18 to first-team coach at Everton under David Moyes. Kei Southern expected to step into the breach there. That is it for the news. Make sure you check out The Final Word. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. See you later.